Welcome back, y'all. So my plan here today is I am going to do the bypass on my water pump. I'm going to block that hole in the back off, and I'm going to try to use one of these guys because I don't know the exact size of the freeze plug on the LS2 water pump. And I think I can get this one in. This is 1.25 inches. It's a little tight. I'm sure I could get it in one way or another, but I'm gonna see if this one might fit. And I've got this thermostat that I bored out here, and I'm gonna put that in place because I have the AN style deal that requires the gasket O-ring deal. And yeah, see if we can get it to cool a little better at idle. All right, so the 1.25 inches fits on the LS1, which I have one of those inside. The 1.8 inches fits perfectly on the LS2. So I just shoved it all the way back and cranked it down. And so you can see obviously how the stock thermostat works. You only have that much of an area for the coolant to flow through, and it comes down. I can't do it with one hand, but it comes down to about right here. And I mean, that's a restriction in itself. So I bored this one out, and I think I'm debating on cutting this center section out, but I don't know if it'll make that much of a difference. And I don't think you actually have to have a restrictor, especially not with me running a rear mount radiator. So I'll probably just throw this in. Even though I hate bleeding the car out, I'll probably throw this in, and I think that should be more than enough to get more flow at idle is what I'm trying to achieve here, because rear mount radiator, mechanical pump, and I have a 10% underdrive pulley, so it creeps up a little bit at idle. Give it some RPM and it comes back down, sits around 195. The highest it gets is like 203, which isn't bad. But that's the goal here, is, you know, the workings of the thermostat. If you don't know, when it heats up to temperature, this one comes back and closes the block off, or the bypass, and then this one opens to let coolant flow through to the radiator. So I've got that guy in there to block off the bypass so it doesn't recirculate inside of itself, and I'm just going to run this wide open all the time. So we're going to see. This is kind of a trial and error thing, and hopefully it does what I want it to do. And I think it'll be alright like that. I'm going to try it like that, put it in, see what happens. If I still have issues, maybe I'll cut that section out and go from there. So let me button this thing up. Alright, buttoned up. Now we wait for it to get up to temperature. Then I'll let it burn off the heat wrap. Make sure everything's bled out. I basically cracked my steam line right here. I've got it up on an angle. And then I make this my highest point still, and hopefully it'll bleed out real easy like that. I've had decent luck like that in the past. So now we just get it up to temperature, make sure all the air's out of it, and see how it does at idle. Well, it was cooling all too well, and then I got it on a little bit coming to the gas station. Can't tell if that's hollow or not. Hopefully it's not under crazy pressure, because that would suck. Oh, I think we're good. Oh, there's something in there for sure. Maybe I just hit a bubble. It got up to like 220 when I pulled in. It was doing fine otherwise though. I see bubbles. Well, I can't fill it. You know what? We're just gonna leave it. Struggles. Alright, I'll check back in a second. Well, the gas station was a shit show, but I've got my pit crew here. Huh? Said I got my pit crew here. And we're trying this thing. Hopefully we can get all the fucking air out of it. Yeah, it got up to like 230. I was just cutting it off and on, trying to get home. I made it here, but hopefully this works. Well, only time will tell. I don't know if I have time to drive this today, but I'm gonna let it sit here and idle and see what happens. Hopefully if it's gonna overheat, it overheats in here. We will see though. Oh, poor little thing. She wants to play, but she's scared. Yeah, that didn't work. Well, I think I found the problem of why it overheated. That didn't work. Did it melt? Did I tighten it too much? Well, fuck. Alright, now I gotta come up with another plan here. Shit. I'm throwing a fucking Hail Mary here. That is a washer cut. Snake it behind it. I did it and I made it work, but it fell down and there was a gap in it. So I'm gonna try it with a bigger washer on the outside. And if that works, I don't know. Might be a job for another day, but I'll let you know. Only time is gonna tell if that's gonna stay in place. I drilled a little hole in there because a comment on a forum told me to drill an 1/8 inch hole, so I did that. But only one way to find out, man. Hopefully that stays there. We'll see. Okay, I got the thing tightened in there. I got it plugged back up. And now we're gonna try and vacuum it one more time. I'm not gonna be able to drive it to see if it, well, really, just gonna have to beat on it and see if it holds in there. But yeah, so hopefully just the air gets out of it and this all works the way it's supposed to. Well, it's better than it was earlier. It's at 125. It's gonna take a while to get up to temp. Hopefully it's just good now and that little washer thing I put in there doesn't pop out. Yeah. Only time will tell. We will see though. Alright, 193 is what the fans are set to. They should. Yeah, they're coming on now. Getting a dust storm back here. Let me get the light. Let's see what happens in here. 195. Is it gonna go up or come down is the question. 194, 193, 192, 91. Now they should cut off.
Cut off.
It's at 190.
They cut off. They cut off.
Yeah. It didn't get past 196.
That's a good sign.
It's at 189 now.
Great sign.
That is a great sign. Well, for tonight, I'm calling it fixed. Thanks to, well, I can't see ya. Thanks to Brandon.
No problem, buddy.
And the kids. They're troopers. For right now, I'm gonna call it fixed. It's at 186. 185? See, that doesn't make sense. That's the weird thing.
The fans aren't running and it's going down.
Yeah.
That is a little weird.
That's so weird. 184. I don't understand that, but
Unless it cooled it down quick enough.
I don't know. That's so weird. There's coolant flowing though, because it's burning off the back.
Yeah.
183. I'm not gonna be mad at it, but I'm not calling it fixed until I drive it. So next clip will be that. Well, we learned lots of things on this channel, and I kind of knew this. I've always heard don't mix red and green coolant together, but I didn't know there's a lot of things that that people say not to do that I do. I didn't realize how bad of an idea it could be. But so I'm flushing this out with the hose pipe right now, just in case it gels up, which it very may well have. So it looks like it's flowing all right. Hopefully I caught it in time. Well, now it's off. Yeah, it's kind of been an up and down learning experience. Well, looking at this now, I mean, that looks like it would have stayed in there. It's in there pretty well, but I'm gonna come up with something else just to make sure. So I'm gonna take a washer and I'm gonna put it in with self-tappers. And I tried it on an old LS1 water pump. If I drill a pilot hole or whatever you want to call it, it should work. And then I'm gonna weld up the middle of it. So I'm just gonna do this real fast because this video is getting out of hand like normal. Okay, plan C didn't work because I don't have enough room to drill. So I'm going back to plan B. Plan B.2, whatever. Anyways, I got another piece on there to make it stronger. And I'm going to put it down in there and make sure it's centered very well. And I'm going to use a little bit of water pump RTV and put around here. Put that guy on there and tighten it down. Alright. This would have been way easier if I had a freeze plug that fit, but that thing's in there. That ain't going nowhere. I think it'll be alright. I forgot to drill my hole, so I drilled my little 1/8 inch hole. There's only one forum I can find on this, and it's like a few comments, and there's not much information. So one comment said that to drill an 1/8 inch hole just so air can get out of this pocket back here. So I don't know, I did that, and I don't think it'll have a flow issue at all because it was flowing very well when it was flowing. So I think I'm gonna be good. So I'm gonna throw this thing back on and we'll go from there. All right, all red, coolant in, and now we wait and see if it was fixed. Brandon came back to help. We will see. All right, should come on at 193. One more degree. All right, come on. Up, up. All right, they should be on now. There they go. I feel some heat.
Just 12.
Yeah. 195. It's not going down. Oh wait, yeah it is.
About to say, I'm on.
Yeah, I was about to be like, what the fuck? Cut off at 190. I'm not gonna call it fixed until I make a pull and it's fucking cool.
Of course.
Oh, it's going back up. 199. What the fuck? Well, I forgot to record. But basically we went out, it overheated, had an air pocket in it. I came back and hooked the funnel up and bled out the steam line, and it's cooling pretty damn well now. I'll get a little footage of me getting on it before I end this video. But I mean, as you can see, I got it set so fans come on at 190, cut off at 189. There's a broad range. On the way here, the highest it got was 197, but it normally stays under 195. But it dips down pretty low in the 180s, around 185, maybe a degree or two lower sometimes. But so it's a good, 10-degree span for the most part. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to act really well when it gets warm out. It's about, high 50s right now. So we'll see how it goes. I'm cruising to the track. 73 degrees outside, and temperature still bounces between 185 and 195. Chilling at 191 now. The fans are about to go off, and it's doing good. So I'm gonna throw a pass in, and we'll end the video with that. So, 196, fans are on, about to dip back down. I call it a win. It's kind of been a long video, but I wanted to leave you with me. Hush. I got my little radio. He normally says a bunch of goofy shit about my car, but he didn't that time. But yeah, as always, appreciate you watching. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.